I'm Linda Pearson. Welcome back to Echalagas, our podcast every week where we support small businesses with information and knowledge and wisdom. And our guest today is Sara Gerrish.
Hi.
Sara Briseño
Gerrish.
I got those mixed up. And we're going to talk a little bit about what she does. But first, I want to talk about our sponsors. So we are actually here at Women Unlimited headquarters, and it's at 8721 Botts Lane, which is the Evolve Med Salon. If you haven't been there and you need to come, it's a spa. And then we are here, and Women Unlimited is our sponsor. And so they generously sponsor our podcast, so we're here every week. And then we also put these videos on our YouTube channel because it serves as a good resource for small businesses if they just want to watch a video about the specific topic. And we'll tell you a little bit about what Sara does in a minute, so you can learn a little bit about her and what she's doing. So with that, Sara, how are you? Thank you
great.
for coming.
It's breezy today, huh?
Yeah, yes, it's cold outside. It's like freezing today. So tell us a little bit about your background and what you do.
Yeah, so besides what I call myself an over-volunteer, my day job is I am a real estate broker. With Remax Unlimited family business.
And I remember seeing recently in one of the publications or newspapers or something about your real estate firm. What was it about?
I'm trying to think. So Remax Unlimited is located on the south side of San Antonio. We're the largest real estate brokerage on the south side, led by my mother, our principal broker. Been serving our part of town in the greater San Antonio area for over 25 years.
25 years. That's women owned, right? That's
it
what
is
it was.
Women owned.
Girl power. Okay. Yes. So that was wonderful. So how long have you been doing real estate?
Well, I grew up in it, but officially, this is year 23 for me.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so you're a pro.
You know what? This is the kind of business where you learn something every day. You never stop learning.
That's true. And then the market, of course, fluctuates and does.
You know, it's
stuff.
a cycle, so we're definitely in an interesting cycle right now. But there's still a lot of opportunity for buyers and sellers out there.
Okay, and you do commercial?
I do. Yes, I do commercial.
So for small business owners?
Sure. Yeah, we've got a couple of clients right now that we are actually looking for a lease space. Some of them are outgrowing their current space. Some of them are downsizing. So. It's an interesting time right now.
Yes, it is. Okay, now tell us about all your over-volunteering.
All my over-volunteering. Well, currently I have the privilege of serving as a chairwoman for the South Texas Business Partnership. And I'm also the immediate past chair of the San Antonio Board of Realtors, which is the city's largest trade organization.
That's right. I knew there was more. So how was all of that? Well, let's talk about last year. You were the chair of
the Board of Realtors, the San Antonio.
That kept you busy, right?
Just a little bit. A little travel, and it's fun. You know, representing. You know, we were over 15,000 members strong.
Wow, that's huge. Okay, so you stepped away from that now, right?
Now I'm the immediate past, so the has-been.
You're the coach for the new person who needs.
He's doing great. He doesn't need coaching. He's awesome.
Buy him drinks, let him cry on your shoulder.
Sure. I love to do that part.
That's funny. And so, with South Texas Business Partnership, tell us a little bit about that, because some folks may not have heard of that.
Yeah, so the South Texas Business Partnership was formerly known as the South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. We rebranded 2 years ago purposefully, with not only a focus on South San Antonio, but more regional, focusing on specifically the South Texas Business Triangle. So from the Valley, Laredo, and beyond. And what we do in our organization is advocacy work for our businesses, you know, focusing on infrastructure, you know, connecting the relationships, and just building opportunities. That is our theme this year.
And so you guys have a monthly breakfast, I believe?
We do. We have a monthly breakfast. It's one of my favorite events of the month. It's, if you're an early bird, I'm an early bird. It's at Don Pedro's, which is a Southside staple on Southwest Military Drive. And they will usually bring community speakers to come advocate or come educate our members.
Okay. And so does it cost for the members to go to that?
Yes. I believe and Rebecca's gonna, I should know this. Our CEO.
Roughly. Don't quote her on
Yes, don't quote me on this. But yes, there is a monthly fee for a monthly fee for our members, and then future members or future partners, what we call them.
So members can bring folks who are not members.
Sure, yeah.
Or if I'm not a member at all and I just want to show up and drop in, I can do that.
And we encourage that, and then come meet other fellow like-minded individuals.
Okay, and then the website for that is?
I should know this. SoTex.com. Yeah, South Texas Business Partnership.
So
I'll get that. Yeah.
And
so
and we will have the links
Yes.
in the description on the YouTube video. The reason I want to make sure that we know that is because they've got a lot of information
They
out
do.
there.
They do. And it
as
has
far
all our
as joining.
upcoming events and all of our committees. And
You guys
so
just had a big gala.
we did. We just celebrated our 42nd installation gala.
Wow.
It was a sold out crowd. It was a beautiful event. And it was fun. We had a good old time. Stayed up till midnight, which is something I haven't done in a really long time, but it was great.
Party girl. So that's your big fundraiser for the year then, right?
So we have several signature events,
Okay.
like our Legends Gala, which is typically in the fall.
Okay.
We are bringing back the South Texas Business Summit, which will probably be late summer.
Okay.
I'm really excited. March is International Women's Month, and so we're going to be launching celebrating our Women City Council,
Oh, wow.
or councilwomen.
Okay.
We'll be doing like a panel at the end of the month, and of course we have our Alamo City Electrathon, which our ACE race coming up April 20th. It is during Fiesta, but
Like running race?
no, it's driving cars. So it is a competition between areas, high schools, and they build the car. They learn about it's a STEM resources. So they build the car, they race them, they decorate it. It is fun to watch. It is free to
How
the
long
public.
has that been going on?
It's been a few years. I believe this is our 4th race, but it's great watching the kids hands on do these kind of.
And they build it from scratch?
They,
like
they get a kit, and it's great.
That's
And this is the first year we've branched further out of San Antonio, so we have representation from Tula, and it's just great seeing.
So
it.
where do they these are high schoolers driving?
These are high schoolers, high schoolers with the pit crew, or that's probably not the official name, but the drivers and checking the battery, checking the tires, and so
that's great education for them, right?
Oh yeah, it's
gosh.
a hands-on experience, and it's just something like before. I'm not doing it justice, but just to go in person, it's amazing.
And when is that held again?
It's going to be April 20th.
April 20th. So you got a date. Mark your calendar.
Yes,
Okay.
Friday is during Fiesta. Excuse me, Saturday, but it is during Fiesta. But that is okay. This is a cool event for the kids.
April 20th. Okay. And then, is it free to go?
It is free to go.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my pen so I can capture some of this stuff. Where do they drive? I'm just curious.
So, of course, they practice like at their schools, but they are going to be at the Joe Freeman Coliseum.
And so they're just going to ride around there. How many miles is it?
That's a good question. We could follow up with you on that.
I'm just curious. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to drill into the car race, but no, that's cool. And that's a fundraiser for you guys as well?
It's on our foundation side. It's just focusing on for
education.
education.
Oh, no, that's cool.
That's cool. Education.
Okay, so what do you enjoy best about, and I'm going to separate these two.
Okay.
Right? So what do you enjoy best about real estate?
What do I enjoy best about real estate? Well, buying a home is most people's largest transaction of their lives,
Right.
and so it is an honor just to be a small part of that journey and help people achieve what the American dream, and something that a lot of people don't think it's possible.
Right.
So it's very rewarding to be a part of that, and it's definitely a business where every day is different, so it's definitely not boring, and you have to like learning. You never know it all. There's always something new to learn.
So do you hear a lot of people talking about, well, I want to buy a house, but I can't afford it? Is that more now than it had been? Or
I
that
think
always
it's
that way?
natural, where people are just not sure of the process of what they can and can't buy. And so, I always encourage them to connect with a seasoned realtor, a seasoned professional, and help them get in touch with a lender and kind of see what the options are, what they can and can't do. And maybe they're not in a position to buy today, but maybe they have some homework to do. We can get them in the path to homeownership.
But at least they know something.
Yes.
Versus just thinking I can't afford a home.
Yeah, and they said it's always good to just kind of see what are your options, what can you do.
Okay, so in the real estate realm, what's some of the biggest challenges that you have as a business owner?
Yeah, I think with it, real estate is secular, so it obviously has its ups and downs, and I think with owning a real estate brokerage, you definitely have to adapt to what the market is doing.
Okay.
And so that is something where you have to pay attention about what's going on in your community, what's going on in the economy, and make those changes to adapt.
Hopefully ahead of time, right?
Hopefully you're more proactive if you have an understanding of what's going on, but then you can just adjust appropriately.
Adapt. That's the key word, right? So we
Adapt.
all did that during COVID.
Yeah,
right?
and that's I would say all small businesses. You just adapt with the trends.
You have to. So what did COVID do for the real estate side of your business?
Yeah, so real estate was deemed essential early on in the pandemic.
Okay.
So we were able to still work. We just did differently. Like for instance, like our office, we did close the office
Okay.
at our old building, just because it just wasn't a space conducive where you could do the social distancing.
Right.
But there was a lot of virtual showings. There was things you would see hand sanitation stations like at the front. So clients could wipe their hands with hand sanitizer, and you would see cabinet doors and closet doors open, so just to avoid touching. Because I think in the beginning there was just a lot of unknown,
right?
But yet we still business was conducted. I mean, during 2020, we had such a shortage of inventory that the market was on fire, and people were doing a lot of business that year.
Wow, that's good. And so the virtual, looking at the home and just watching the tour, that's something that's always taken place, isn't it?
I would say,
or did it pick up more?
Video was definitely more prevalent.
Okay.
I would say, of course, you do those virtual tours, but also I think a FaceTime video, or before Zoom. I think some people would do Skype. Now I don't feel like I want to talk about Skype now, but they would do a FaceTime video, and you kind of walk through the property.
Where you're the real estate agent is at the property, and then the
so you can kind of get a feel and kind of
convenient.
discuss things that you see that maybe you don't necessarily see in a virtual tour.
Okay, so with your voluntolding stuff,
I voluntold. Okay.
Now you just became the chairwoman of the South Texas Business Partnership in January, right?
January was officially my kickoff time.
You can talk about the last one too. So what do you enjoy most about what you're doing now and what you did last year?
So I just would say, with all of my what I call my extracurricular projects, it's for me, it's very rewarding to do your best to help make things better. I lean into a lot of advocacy work, specifically D&I issues, women's issues, and I like also focusing on infrastructure and stuff. I do like that, and I think being involved or volunteering, it gives you a better understanding of what is going on in the community. And I think that knowing that also makes you a stronger real estate agent to help better serve your clients when you have that knowledge.
Yes, for sure. And like a small business owner, we all say, oh, we're too busy, but volunteering for a community organization.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hate networking, well, guess what? You're just volunteering and you're meeting
people,
right?
Real estate is definitely a relationship-based business.
Yes.
And you just get it on the calendar. There was times I would just wake up earlier to just try to get it done. You just get on the calendar and you manage your schedule.
Make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as just generic small business owners, after you've been doing this for 20 some years, right? So what advice do you have for any small business owner, either wanting to take their business to the next level or just starting out?
Sure. I mean, making the leap from working for someone to doing your own small business, it's a giant leap.
Scary leap.
Sure.
Giant scary leap.
I just had the girl who cuts my hair. She actually made that transition, and it was really scary for her, and it is a big leap. And so I would just encourage, of course, to save, to have that money, have that nest egg while you are building your business, and seek out the resources. The city does provide, there's a lot of nonprofits that do have a lot of resources and education. Seek that out, meet with people, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to, seek a mentor or learn from other people in your industry.
Yes.
And you just want to learn as much as you can, and, got to roll up your sleeves and put in the work, because it can be tough. Yeah, because all the responsibilities, fall on you.
It's you. It's all you.
You wear all the hats.
24/7. So as far as resources go, Southside First. Oh,
sure.
And she was on our board too.
I was,
Southside
yes.
First. So yay! So that was one of her voluntold things. Southside First, us being economic development, we have a website at southsidefirst.org, and then we have a resources page, and it's broken down by local, county, state, and federal, because all of those organizations, there's a lot of overlap, but all of those organizations have stuff, and I'm only putting stuff out there that's free, and I'm still adding to it all the time. But there's a lot. Right, and we've had Charlie Moak on here a couple shows ago, and he's a UTSA business, for lack of a better term, he's a business advisor, and that's no cost.
And take advantage of all the universities that we have here in town. A lot of them have programs in the business school where they actually get them connected with another business to help them, with the marketing plan and stuff like that. So just, participate and, ask the questions, and there's just so many resources.
You just have to ask around, because there are plenty of resources. The problem is, like I always say, our problem is there's so many resources we can't get the information out fast enough, right? And then, so real quick before I forget, so how do folks reach you online for real estate if they want to reach out to you?
You want to reach out to me with all the real estate things, you can go to my website at saragerish.com, and that's Sara, S-A-R-A, no H, and Gerrish, Gerrish. funky name.
G-E-R.
I've seen a wide variation of some spellings.
The Irish, Scottish, or what is that?
It's Welsh.
Welsh. Oh,
Yep.
okay. So it's Sara Gerrish.
SaraGarrish.com.
Oh, there
Yep.
you go. Okay, that's good. And so, as far as if a business is interested in joining the we call it SOTEX, South Texas Business Partnership.
Yeah, just go to the website, and then we have a small but mighty staff, and we get you connected. And I would encourage you. You mentioned the breakfasts
Yes.
Earlier. I love the breakfasts. Come in. I'm usually there every month.
And it's always which Thursday?
I should know that.
The second. I think it's like the second Thursday.
I was like, I'm totally gonna get it wrong, so I'm not even gonna throw out what date it is.
Check the website.
It starts at 7:45 a.m. at Don Pedro's.
And it's a great breakfast. You go there, they got a nice breakfast, and there's a lot of people. Got coffee, and and there's a speaker, which is always very informative. And then you do get a chance to stand up and introduce your business on the microphone, so that helps. So so if you're interested in that, meeting new people plus checking it out, go to the second or third Thursday to Don Pedro's, right?
Yes. Look at our website, because I'm gonna tell you all the wrong date. It's like it's on my calendar. That's how I know when to
You
show
just
up.
type in South Texas Business
South Texas
Partnership,
Business Partnership.
San Antonio.
She's gonna have the website on the bottom.
Yes, I will. And so that'll pop up. So that's good. And then they can join as well.
We
right?
would love for them to join. Yes.
Okay.
We love to
And
do
then-
ribbon cuttings. We love to advocate. We love celebrating our partners.
Yes, and you got a lot, so that's good. That keeps you busy, right? Okay, so you shared, and is there anything else you want to share? I mean, we just kind of
Did we just zoom in through all your questions?
I don't have my watch, so I don't know what time it is. So.
Oh.
Do you know what time it is?
It is 12:46.
Oh, well, there you go. We're a minute over. Okay, so with that, real quick, we already talked about SouthsideFirst.org. If I didn't talk about it, I'm talking about it now. Go to our resources page. There is a new CTA law. You'll see some stuff out there. Anybody who's an small business LLC or corporation, that's going to affect you. It's a federal law now. You have to register with the federal government, and if you blatantly ignore it, then there's jail time and fines. So we're trying to make sure that nobody gets caught off guard with that. And then we do have a couple of upcoming events. On the 25th of March, we're going to have a Chalagas workshop, and Charlie Moak is going to be here, and he's going to be talking about the Corporate Transparency Act. So folks can be there in person to ask questions and look at the forms and figure out what they need to do. And then on March 20th, it's the third Wednesday of the month, and we're going to have Wednesday Wix workshops. And so a lot of folks struggle with websites. A lot of folks pay people for websites, and then those people disappear. And so I'm going to be actually teaching that, because I'm kind of a Wix. I like to do Wix. It's fun. But it's how to do a website for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And so we're going to be doing that every third Wednesday, so people will want to sign up, because it'll be limited space. Free workshop. We do ask for a donation, but it'll be very valuable to you, because you can do a website for yourself for free instead of having to pay for somebody. So next week, we have Sandra Gonzalez, who's the owner of AMS Insurance, and she's going to be discussing the importance of having insurance for your business.
Essential, yes.
You don't want to get caught off guard with that. So, Sarah, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. This is
braving
This is my first podcast. So
I know.
thank
Well,
you.
she's been on TV, but she hadn't been on podcasts. But anyway, yeah, braving the cold, being here, it's freezing
Appreciate
in
it.
here too. So,
Yeah, happy to help out in any way I can.
Fantastic. So
Thank you.
whenever you guys have stuff going on with SOTEX, obviously we're economic development, so we like to share your stuff.
Thank
Let
you.
us
Appreciate
know,
that.
and we can do an announcement on the
Appreciate
show
that.
as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.